Tell me a little bit more about your original vision.
When I used to come back to my home country, Pakistan, on and off, there were lack of IT companies in Pakistan.
Tell me about your second book as well.
How you can build things, how you can manage people.
Do you have any advice to recent graduates?
2 jobs will be left in this world, Erik. One is the one who will create new AI. Second job, one more job is people who will use AI. I see amazing things happening next 5 years. 10 is too far away.
My name is Erik Wagner. Today I'm joined by Salim Ghauri, the co-founder and CEO of NETSOL Technologies. We're just going to talk today a little bit about Salim's journey here at NETSOL and here kind of as a pioneer in the IT industry in Pakistan. So Salim, take us back to 1996 when NETSOL was first starting out, and maybe tell me a little bit more about your original vision for the IT industry in Pakistan and why you returned to your roots here.
Erik, before coming to Lahore and founding NETSOL, this is 1996. I was overseas for 22 years, lived in multiple countries. I was in the Middle East for a period. My last 10 years prior to NETSOL was in Australia. Good life. IT consultant, by then about 18 years of my IT background. I'm a software developer, IT consultant, good life. When I used to come back to my home country, Pakistan, on and off, one thing I observed, there were lack of IT companies in Pakistan at that time. This is 1996, 1994, 95, 96. And I was a little bit surprised why there are not IT companies representing Pakistan to the global market. Yeah. And I couldn't see anybody from Pakistan coming to Australia and selling their services and their goods. So for me, that was interesting. Say, okay, so there's a country with a big number of people and there's not many people to sell from that country. So what if I move back and then start a company which becomes global? So that was in my mind. And so one good day in 1995, late, decided to uproot myself, picked up everything I had and came back to Lahore with just this weird idea and dream that I can do something for Pakistan IT industry and for Pakistan that matter. Yeah. And of course, that will benefit people of Pakistan too, and then myself also, their family. Not knowing what will happen, not have any clue at all where we will end up, not knowing how it works. Because remember, Erik, I was away for too long from Pakistan, so I had no network left.
Wow.
All my school colleagues, my college, where I was school, they moved on, and I had no idea where they are, who's where, who's doing what. So very little network to start with, and very little understanding of the way things work at that time in Pakistan, because when you're away for that 2 decades, things change, people change, cultures evolve. So that's what happened to me. And the other thing was that, I'm not a big saver. I don't save much, whatever I make, I love to spend on myself and my family and live a good life. So coming back to Pakistan with nothing to start the business with. So that was one interesting aspect. But fortunately for me, my elder brother, Shahab, he's no more with us, rest in peace. Talking to him about, coming back to Pakistan and starting an IT company, but I have no funding, I have no resources. So he said, okay, I can fund you. Sure. I'll invest with you if you wanted to come. And he said, look, I've got this amount sitting in the bank. It's a small amount, not very large sum, but nevertheless, it's yours. So I said, look, it's a very risky business. I have no idea if there'll be any success whatsoever. Because, I'm coming to a new country altogether. And IT is still not that much needed in Pakistan. Still, the way businesses are working, they're very happy working out without machines and computers. Yeah, look, it's some money. I understand. So it's sort of a gamble. I won't gamble on you. You're a good horse, he said. Because I've seen how you work. You're very dedicated with your work. You like what you do. So, I'll take the risk. And if it doesn't work out, no hard feeling. And I will take my losses. So that was the confidence I was given to come to Lahore. And I can do that. And very interesting early days of the company. And just myself with 3 people we took a very small space,
Yeah.
about a few hundred square meter of a space, and set it up with whatever small fund we had. And I started going to office and searching around, looking for work. I went around and cold calling people. Just went to the companies, businesses. I thought they could use some automation, but with very little luck.
What were some of those early milestones that occurred? When you were starting to get the business up and running.
I thought coming back to Pakistan with an IT background and people will line up for my services. my thought. I said, oh, here's coming this guy from Australia. This guy's IT group, and he's coming here. So let's take services. Well, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. And I'll come to office and then cold call people and then visit people and then come back to sit in our office. Nobody ever called.
Mostly going to Australia at this point, or
no, I was
okay. But but in terms of like where you were trying to sell.
No, in Pakistan.
In Pakistan, okay.
See, overseas was not because I didn't have much to offer to overseas market yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Wasn't going to go back until I have something done. Remember, I have to have something, some sort of a team with me, so I can go to any other country, which I wanted anyway. I wouldn't go back to Australia, but after I have established a team, some references and some sort of exposure already done, so I can then go overseas. And so that didn't happen, and obviously nothing happened first locally. Yeah. But the way luck works, it's all about luck. And after 3 months of no activity at all whatsoever, I just get this call one sudden day. The phone on my desk rang. Cell phone wasn't that popular. You have to have the phone. That's so that cable phone, that rang, and I picked up. And on the other line was Naeem, my younger brother. And I knew he's in London. I knew that he's working for Mercedes-Benz, and like me, he was an IT professional. So I said, "Oh, Salim, I'm in Thailand. I heard you are back in Lahore and you started your IT company. So how are you doing?" I have my own ego. I said, "Oh, I'm doing very well. I'm very busy. I have no time for anything. I'm too busy." So really, I wish you can have some time for us. I said, "What can I do for you?" I said, "Oh, we need some resources. So we are here, and we're setting up our finance company here. And we have brought our software and system all from European market. But we need people who can help us implement." I said, "Oh, all right, we'll do that." So that's how it all started. So I arranged those people. There were 4 people they needed, and went to Thailand to meet Naeem's boss, Pirikans, a nice man, MG, and then German Wagner back, and he was the CIO of the region for Mercedes-Benz of that area altogether. So we met, we had a good meeting, and they said, "All right, bring on your people." And in sitting on the poolside in a hotel in Bangkok, we signed on a piece of napkin, a £40,000 contract on a napkin. The people, they were establishing a new company, and hey, it is all right. Salim, you bring 4 people. This is what you pay you per month. For 6 months, it's £40,000. Sign and bring your people. So give me that napkin. Go. This is your contract. That's how it all started. That's how we started.
Wow, and that really changed the trajectory.
That was the start of something very, very unique. And but there was more after that. Once we did that service to Mercedes-Benz and we brought the people. And one thing is about Pakistan, we have good people here.
Yeah.
So those 4 people I picked and we took them to Bangkok. They worked very well. They worked, any hours. They did well. They were professionally good. Technically, they were good. So the CIO, the German guy, was impressed with the people and the way I was dealing with them.
Sure.
So I started pushing him for more work. Look, guys, I'm servicing you. You got my people, but we are more than a service company. This is a service you're getting.
Yeah.
I'm a software developer myself. I developed software for a long time, and I wish we can develop some software for you. And he will smile at me and say, "Oh, come on, our systems are very complex. We have never done something like that, and we can't just get you to do it." But I am a little bit stubborn. I'm a little bit stubborn. So what I will do, Erik? So every month I'll take a flight from Lahore. There's a flight goes out at 12 in the night from Lahore to Bangkok.
Yeah.
So I'll take that flight, arrive 6 in the morning in Bangkok, and then immediately take the next flight to Singapore. So at 8 a.m. from Bangkok airport, there's a flight going to Singapore. I'll take that flight and arrive in Singapore at 11 a.m. And then I will go to this Mercedes office to knock on the door of the CIO in back without informing him I'm coming. I'll just knock his door. And those days, you could walk into offices. There was no security, nothing at all. People were more relaxed, not like this. So I just knocked on his door. I knew that he will be there at that time, mostly lunchtime. He'll be still on his desk. So you look at and say, "Oh, what are you doing here?" I said, "I'm here to have lunch with you." And you pay for it. And you pay for it. So he said, "Okay, sit down," and then he'll close everything at all, and then he'll take me out for lunch, and we'll have lunch, and then they say, "What do you want?" I said, "I want some work." He said, "You have got the work." I said, "No. That's work fine, but I want software development." He was giving me a very polite smile and say, "Sonny, I'm sorry, but nothing to offer you. So I'll come back same day. I'll just, didn't have much money, so I'll not stay there. Immediately after the meeting, go back to the airport, take the flight back to Bangkok, and 7:30, same day, I'll take the flight back to Lahore. So by 10:30, I was back in Lahore.
Yeah.
I did that for 6 months. Wow. And I did so much that Organ Beckett got sick and tired of offering me lunch because he was paying from his pocket. The company was not paying for it. So again, one day, again got a call. Phone rang. And this time, this was not me, but Organ Beckett. And I said, "Hey, Salim, how are you?" He said, "Are you coming to Singapore next week?" I said, "Yes." "Don't come." I said, "Why? Don't you like me?" No, I like you. But I think I've got something for you." "Hey, what do you got?" He said, I think we can get some work for you. We need a small piece of financial software as a point of sale for our Taiwanese customer. I thought, wow. I used to write a diary, Erik. So I wrote on my diary that date. It was May 1997. I said, is this the call which would change NETSOL's, future? Because this was the first software development offer we got. So this is still a one-liner on my diary. Wow. Very prophetic words. And that's exactly what happened. That piece of software we developed. And then what happens then next? So I said, all right. He said to me, all right, I'm sending you a piece of paper, specs, put a design on the paper, tell me how you do it. So we prepared the piece of paper. I said, look, okay, I got the software there for you. When can I come and see you? No, you're not coming. I'm going to come and see you. So he said, I'll come into your Lahore office. And I didn't have much office. I had a very small office, very small office. And I have only a few people working. And I said, what will I do with this guy? With this guy from Mercedes coming to see, and he's going to see your operation. Yeah. What operation he will see? Yeah. What will I show him? Yeah. And then those days, Erik, the power supply in Lahore was very, intermittent. Yeah. It was just on and off, click, 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 click. And we had no generator. So we were just working on UPSs, every machine had a UPS and so on. So I asked my guy, I said, what will you do? Because he will come and sit in this room and this AC and everything will off and on. There's no way he will give us work. He will know he can trust us to get the software done in time with this kind of power supply. So I said, can you find me a generator? Find me a generator. On rental only, I can't afford to buy one. Get me a generator. So he said, what will you do with it? I said, put it outside and put the room where we're going to meet. Put that room AC and all the machines on the generator and the PCs on the UPSs. So I said, what happens then? He said, I said, look, when the power will go off, the machines and light will not go off because they are UPS. He said, what about AC? I said, well, AC will go off, yeah. So I said, okay, when you start the AC, I'll switch on the AC very quietly. When you start the generator, I'll hear the voice. I'll start the AC and nobody will be wiser. All right. So what happens whole day he came in, small office, nice, neat, clean, we sat, and he brought 2 Chinese from Taiwan with him. So we sat in that meeting room and whole day we did our presentation and we gave him, and he's impressed with that. And whole day I will hear the click of AC going off. That means power is gone. But the PCs and lights are on. And then I'll wait for generator to come up. When I hear the voice, I'll just press this remote knob, AC will come up. So whole day I played this 10, 12 times, this game of switching on and off. Very interesting what happened in the evening. So everything was done. We came out of the meeting. You know what he said to me? Salim, I'm very impressed with power supply in Lahore. This is great, what a stable power supply. And I was looking at him and I said, you have no idea what I've done. have no idea in my heart. But small things. You improvise.
Yeah, sure.
You can't just say, oh, we don't have the resources, so we can't, do. And he was impressed with that. So the next day we got together to sign the contract. So we sat down and they said, all right, I like what you've designed. I believe you can do it. So tell me the cost of all doing it. So I give you a piece of paper. I said, okay, look, so many PD, so many people I require. This is a cost about $3,000. So he said, look at me. He said, $3,000. Yeah, about right. But we don't have the budget. Excuse me. It's a Mercedes-Benz. I said, yeah, but we don't have that much budget. It's a small software. It's for Taiwan. It's a very small market. And our budget, I said, okay, what's your budget? He says, oh, it's $90,000. $90,000. I said, I'm asking for $3,000. Yeah, I've got $90,000. I said, okay. I'll take your $90,000 with one condition. He said, what's that? I said, all right. In this contract, you just write down that this software, once it's done and delivered, NETSOL will keep the rights to resell to others. And he looked at me, it is in Chinese, it is for Taiwan market, who will buy from him?
Yeah.
So he said, all right, $90,000, sign the contract. Now that's where that whole life changed from that. With just one decision that we will keep the rights for that software.
Amazing.
For next 4 years, Erik, we did that with Mercedes. Every time they asked for a small piece of software, and they did that because we were successfully delivering. Every time when I asked him for a few $100,000, he would say, oh, we poor company, we don't have the money. And I'd say, how much you have? Well, he'd say, over $150,000. I said, all right. Okay, fine. But right down there, NETSOL will keep the rights to sell. For 4 years, we did that. And for 4 years, we didn't sell to anyone else. In the meantime, we developed 4 different small pieces of software, part of the same puzzle. Piece by piece, we were building up the financial system completely. But the main portion was still away from the biggest chunk, which was the back end, wasn't there.
Okay.
For 4 years, I begged him to let us develop the back end chunk, the biggest chunk, the biggest piece of meat. In 4 years, he started getting confidence. Yes, we can. Yeah, NETSOL has the ability to do it. And all the 4 small pieces we delivered very nicely, quality-wise, and they worked immediately, good quality. And so all the customers said, so one day he said to me in 2000, all right, I believe that we can get you to do the biggest portion for us.
Yeah.
We have 4 countries, and they require the backend. Now, can you put up a design for me? And then we'll discuss the other parts of it. So I hired a chartered accountant from the local market who was already dealing with the contracts, leasing and financial contracts. So I brought him in and we sat down for days and we did a full how the system works completely. So when we were ready, we went to Singapore to present our solution, and we invited all the 4 customers. There were 4 customers: Singapore, Taiwan, Australia, and Singapore, Thailand, Australia, and Korea. 4 customers. Korea. 4 customers. They said, all right, these are the customers. They will sit here and you present your solution to them. So we did that. We did a 1-day full workshop. All the MDs and CIOs were there. So they were impressed. So, all right, let's talk about money. So next day we sat down, same thing happened. So I said, all right. I said, this will cost you $5 million. This is 2000. This will cost you $5 million. And this is a piece of paper. I explained it. I said, yeah, it makes sense. We have said the right, but we don't have the budget. So what is your budget? Oh, we said we got $2 million total
for all 4
for you. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll take you to $2 million, but you have to put down on the bottom of the contract. Now this time it's a serious contract. It's a 3-year development cycle. Yeah. But once it is delivered to 4 customers, not before that, NETSOL will keep the rights to resell to anyone in the world. And he looked at the past history, 4 years, no one bought whatever we developed in the last 4 years. I just have all those contracts in my drawer, no buyers. And said, yeah. They signed it. You know how much money we have made from that development? Even now that software is still active. This is 2000. 12 customers are still using that software, the one we developed for Mercedes-Benz. We have 12 customers still, and we generate very high revenue. And on the back of that, we have developed 3 versions already. The rest is history.
More and more products.
Came out of that. But see, this is a story of NETSOL. This is how NETSOL was built, and this is how we were able to create our IP right, which is amazing. If you look at the world, how many companies are competing with us in this domain?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. We see that.
Very complex.
Very complex. And we are one of them, one of the big group of companies offering the solution. And it's an amazing solution. And now I believe we are maturer than others.
Yeah.
Because, our domain knowledge is very high.
Yeah.
And not all of them are global. They are regional, but we are truly global. If you look at our reach to European, to North American, to the Asia, to China. So we are truly global, where our companies are regional. They're good, they're big, they do well, but they're regional. They're specific to a region, and they cannot come out of the region. Here we are truly global.
It's amazing. I know at some point you wrote a biography as well, From Nothing to Everything. Do you want to talk a little bit more about maybe that process and what that...
It was, I realized the journey I have gone through, it's a very interesting journey, and there's so many lessons in the journey. Mm-hmm. And if I can put it on a piece of paper, people can benefit from it, because from nothing to everything, it literally means what it is, that, came back to Pakistan with nothing.
Yeah.
And the amount invested was a small amount, it was not big at all. But if you take some tough decision, let me take you back. If I insisted that the very first contract of $3,000, I could have gotten about $200,000. I could have negotiated and said, all right. You said 90, I said 250, you said 100. So could have gone to 150, $200. I could have done that. But at that time, I said, no, money is not important. Though money was always important to everyone. Preferred to take the IP rights and then ignore the money part. For 4 years, we took those tough decisions. Money was important. Money was needed. Money could have given us more opportunity to hire more people. Money could have given us to build a big, better office. But we decided to ignore the money part for more than 4 years. Because even that $5 million, $2 million contract could have been $3 million contract. If push them, there's a negotiation going on. 5 million, 2 million, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 3.5, and they could have paid $3.5 million very easily. It's a very small change for them. But in my eyes was something else. In fact, I wished they would say that they can't pay $5 million. I wished they would say it's too much money. I wanted them to say this is, take less, so I can put the condition there. So for a period, we did not pursue the money part. We pursued to get something which is more valuable than money at that time. And that one. Yeah. So the book of my From Nothing to Everything talks about that, talks to the journey, talks about tough decisions. Sometime, it's better to take longer. Even now, 30 years, we can still take longer time to build a better company. There's people who trust us must see that we are very serious. We're taking some tough decisions. Even now, we're taking tough decisions. Sure. But they're long-term decisions. This will benefit, long-term benefit to everyone, shareholders, everyone. We are not just here for a quick gain. Yeah. So the book talks about that, and my message to our shareholders also, they're very serious about it. We're really, building something priceless for the long run. We're going to new technology now. We're already going to AI. So NETSOL is really geared up for a long run. It is not for a short run where you see a new buzzword and then you go after that. No, we're not like that. We're very seriously building an entity enterprise which is built to last much longer. Today, NETSOL is that. That's a very stable, very well settled. Our customers are some of the best names in the world. Sure. Some of the top names in the world use our software to manage a huge portfolio. Massive portfolios are managed by software. It's a mission critical software. It's a piece of monster of a software which is it takes massive complex calculation. That is a powerful domain to have a company, and this took time. Yeah. But now we are there. Now we'll see the result. I'm very confident that going forward we'll see some amazing things happening from NETSOL. I have no doubt that we've turned the corner now.
Tell me about your second book as well, Impossible is Nothing. What was that about?
The leadership it's not that simple. People don't understand what leadership is about, how you can build things, how you can manage people. So impossible nothing is coming from my experience of building NETSOL over the last 30 years. And how we manage it, how we dealt with people, how we dealt with customer. This book talks about that if you are serious in building something long-term, then you can do it. And that's where the term impossible is nothing comes from.
Got it. Okay.
So it is a term coming for your mindset and you believe that you are capable, very capable of achieving some very complex and difficult. To others, they look very difficult and complex. Look, what we have done is genuinely complex. Otherwise, you would see hundreds of companies competing with us.
Of course.
The fact few compete, it means we have done something very complex and something which is generally meaningful. So Impossible Nothing talks about that, and then journey, and then the leadership, the way leadership works, the leadership behave, the leadership handle things. So that's what the book is about.
Amazing. Well, let's fast forward to today a bit. Obviously, the tech landscape in Pakistan has changed a lot. Do you have any advice to recent graduates that are trying to start their career in IT here in Pakistan?
Look, when I started in Pakistan, 1996, and today, there's an amazing difference now. What's there? I came in a very environment where there was nothing at all, nothing. There was no opportunities. Not much happening, few schools only offering IT education.
Yeah.
Today we're in a different world altogether. Pakistan was an IT country at that time. Pakistan was not considered to be IT country. Pakistan was not taken as a one. Today is very different. Pakistan is an IT country. Pakistan is an IT hub now. Pakistan has very nice schools. Some of the best schools are coming. Best graduates are coming out of Pakistan schools now. Some of the work we have done, all the work we have done, Erik, is done by the local engineers coming from local schools. The design, the development cycle, the quality we offer, it's all from the local schools, local graduates. So yes, we have a brilliant set of resources available in Pakistan, and very proud of that. And I have faith and trust in this. So the future is very interesting now.
Yeah.
Now, suddenly, in the last few years, we've seen the AI taking over the total world environment, technology. So we're coming out of IT into AI.
Yeah.
Information technology was all about people.
Yeah.
People manage it. AI is all about machines.
Yeah.
So there's a transition from IT to AI. Information technology moving to AI.
Oh.
So gradually, reliance on people will be less when we talk about technology.
Yeah.
So what happens now? So today's resources need to change and reskill themselves. They must make sure they are reskilled and they are geared to use machines in a way, machines have been designed now, not like past. So Pakistan is benefiting from it. I see a lot of IT companies now coming out of Pakistan which are now AI-oriented, including NETSOL ourselves. We are really geared. 2 years ago, we realized the need of how AI will affect our business. So we were early. In fact, came in early at that time, and we started training our people. Starting using the tools aspect and data analytics brought into our design and systems and quality. So the message is very clear. Look, new opportunities. It's a new world, and it's moving very fast. It's a very fast train. It's a very and there's no brakes on this train.
Yep.
And you have to be on the train. And how you be on the train? To make sure you have the skills. And they're not very difficult to acquire these skills. You can acquire these skills. They're available now. Tools are easier, simpler. 2 jobs will be left in this world, Erik, going forward. 2 types of jobs. One is the one who will create new AI. There are people who are creating new apps, new designs, new hardware. There will be very smart engineers who will be working that. Second job, one more job is on people who will use AI tools. Anyone who is not going to learn AI tools will not be able to perform the job. Doesn't matter. You're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're an engineer, you're a programmer, you're an analyst, you're a stockbroker. You need to make sure that you use AI tools. Otherwise, you will be redundant. You'll not be relevant at all.
Yep.
So the message is very clear that doesn't matter what profession you are in, you have to make sure that
100%.
you go to AI tools.
Tell me a little bit more about NETSOL's initiatives with AI as well. I know, there's been some initiatives around building an institute for AI, here in Pakistan. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I believe that we can play a big role in producing more resources. The experience we have gained already from last 2 years of using AI in our own development and in our product. So we're already starting now offering 3 different courses in terms of one is AI, pure AI, data analytics, and then cybersecurity. The 3 are interlinked with each other.
Right.
The 3 are, they work hand in hand. So we believe we'll train lots of people in Pakistan, lots of people, produce a number of people. These are very extensive courses, rigorous courses with our high efficacy levels we have brought in. And I believe that by next year we have produced more people. And so what will happen then, the best lot we will keep for ourselves. We will hire them internally and build a better team. And then remaining will go around the world. And then they will offer their service to the world and Pakistani IT companies. And obviously they can be employed overseas. So this is a big initiative for NETSOL. This is already happening. And first week of July, we have the first session starting already. We had 1,500 applications, the first quick like that. A lot of demand in there. And but we are very careful how we will build on it. We'll build on it. And I believe that in the first phase, we'll just do in one place. But then we'll be offering for all the cities, Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad. We are working with alliances with universities to use their labs. So we don't have to build our labs. We don't need to build. It doesn't need to. So we'll use existing labs, get the faculty, our own material, and then we could be 4 or 5 places in Pakistan offering these 3 courses. So we generate a lot of resources. And those resources will definitely, some of them will surely work for NETSOL. We need more. And our own trained people will know how good they are. Because we know these courses are very rigorous. These courses will reproduce. These courses will produce good resource pool for us. And then, of course, for the world.
Preparing the tech leaders of tomorrow.
Oh, definitely. These guys will be good because we will really take them through grind. It's just like the way we build NETSOL, we'll build these guys.
That's amazing. Let's fast forward, 5-10 years from now. Where do you kind of see the IT industry in Pakistan growing, and what is NETSOL's part in that?
NETSOL has played a part already in the last 30 years to make Pakistan IT visible. We made NETSOL IT, Pakistan IT is now in the globe. Look at our customer reference. Look at the world coverage we have done and all from Pakistan, all developed here and delivered from a design here. So we have proven to the world that yes, we have very capable resources, smart people. We can design well, we can develop well. Whatever we produce is quality product. So that's done now. So Pakistan is not a trustworthy hub of development. That's one. Having done that, difficult part is done. It's the easy part now. Now you just build resources, good quality, which we are going to do anyway. I see amazing things happening next 5 years. 10 is too far away. I'm going 2-year cycles. Next 2 years are going to be very interesting for us. NETSOL and for Pakistan. NETSOL is on a different trajectory. I tell you what. Reach a plane where we have all things done. Resources are ready. The customers are there. Our products are mature. So all is done. We have some good things happening around us. Meeting new people. We are building new teams. If you observe, we have good team in Europe and good teams setting up in North America. So NETSOL is a different trajectory. NETSOL has a different plan altogether. So next 2 years, then 2 years, 3 years, we'll be looking at a very different things altogether. So I'm very excited about NETSOL. Then of course, Pakistan will benefit because of NETSOL's trajectory, Pakistan, and then of course the resources we produce, the name we will bring of Pakistan again, that will help other companies to benefit and use the bandwagon, use the same train and go around the world.
Wonderful. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Salim. I really appreciate it. This has been a wonderful conversation today. All right, thank you.
You take care.